going to Canada. Sleep good? I don't think I ever slept good the night before a adventure. Recently, I went on a trip to Canada with two of my brothers. They started out where I wanted to see one of my favorite artists that was coming to town here in Dallas. But instead of giving up, I had another idea. I thought, why not catch him in another town, another awesome place that I've never been to? Pretty much tour wide, his venues were getting sold out. But we still decided to go, you know, not for the music or for the tour, but just simply for a fun adventure. At this point, we were pretty hungry, and so we found this little burger stand right off the shore of some lake. Ordered our burgers, fries. I set down my little basket of burger and fries. I walked away for 1 second, and a bird took my burger. Jerk. It's definitely a laughable moment. We sat down. I kind of ate the remains of the meal I had. We enjoyed walking along the shoreline just afterwards. So we are here looking for groceries for tomorrow's big hike. So thinking of breakfast, something to not have to cook tomorrow morning, and then something kind of healthy and snackish for the actual hike. They charge for bags. We got to our hostel and it was like a nice little cottage. We had ourselves a 3-bedroom room, nice and open.
I want to sleep by myself though.
Don't worry about it, man.
Well, not with you.
There was no Wi-Fi, which would only matter if you don't have any data to make plans, but it was good. Later on that evening, we enjoyed downtown Vancouver. We started with this beautiful Sunset Beach walk. Honestly, it was one of my favorite part of the trips. It was just really enjoyable. At sunrise, alarms went off. We woke up early the next morning. The trailhead was marked about an hour and 40 minutes away, so we thought. Eventually, the road turned into this rocky gravel and rocky gravel into dirt. I was starting to wonder if we should have paid a little bit more for the SUV, 4-wheel drive. We had some fun situations. Trying to avoid destroying our undercarriage. Oh! Aha! And then I started to see these little patches of white in the corner of my eye. We might have to stop.
We're not getting through this, right?
Nah. We had to leave the car on the side of the road. We parked on the side and kept moving on foot. So it begins. Snowball fight. Oh. I was jokingly saying because I feel like that would sting. You know, the funny thing was we actually passed some local Canadians and they kind of chuckled and said, "You're never gonna make it." But we were stubborn, dumb maybe, but very determined. I'm not making this up. At first the snow came up to our ankles, then our knees, and sometimes we would just step forward and fall through as if the mountain was swallowing our limbs. Every footstep burned like we were hauling sandbags. Our pace slowed, rest breaks became more frequent. Then came the cold. Not just the cold, but the numbing, frost-biting, icy, wet cold. So Augustine had the idea of dumping all of our snacks, sandwich bread, and everything.
This just doesn't feel right.
Because our main issue right now is our feet are getting really frozen and frostbitten. And so the remedy is dump all of our food into the backpack compartments and use these as like, I don't know, what do you call it?
Socks.
Just, yeah, socks. Keep our feet from getting really wet and frostbit. Lunch might be fun.
What?
Hours passed. We're still climbing. Still nowhere near the top. And then we saw it. A wall.
That incline, like, I don't even know how we're gonna do it.
A snow-covered incline so steep, it looked like a joke. We gathered our strength at the base of that incline, grabbed our things, and started the climb. So on all fours, we crawled and slipped and digged.
I feel like one of those athletes that does extreme things with like Red Bull, except I'm nowhere near as athletic, and I'm just more foolish to endure. Ooh.
Eventually got to the top.
It just feels so weird to be sitting right here, so far out from like civilization, in the middle of some snowy mountain range. When we planned this Canada trip, we had no idea we were gonna be hiking like this.
We still had some hiking to do. After what felt like it would never come, the finish line was in sight. And you know, funny enough, we got to the top, and as you could expect, there was absolutely nowhere to sit. Snow was everywhere. We threw down our backpacks and used them as stools. Broke out our food. We didn't have any like utensils or bags or anything. We just made it work. At this point, we didn't care. Genuinely, I've been back for a little over a week now, I believe, and I don't think I've ever put myself through something physically so difficult. The views were breathtaking. It was a lot of what was able to keep me going. The cliche is there is no growth when you're inside your comfort zone. And that's the thing, we're not always gonna have this freedom to take risks and chase these hard, stupid adventures. So when the window opens, go. Even if you're not ready, even if you've got the wrong shoes, go anyway. Because that's where the stories are.